And welcome back to one of these too. So, yes, yet again, another 164,000 casualties. They took 31 though, so that wasn't exactly an easy turn for them. Progress seems to have stopped up here. Any air control, can you please pull it out? It's the front line, please. You can refit. Alright, we need a good number of troops, and then you guys are all going to become whichever queue is closest. And unload into these. And that should hopefully keep the flank intact. You're going to come around to help support this bit. Yep. Going to reserve as many of these guys as we can off the front line. And just hope that they recover. Here we just got to throw some men out and just hope for the best. Lines forming on Risev. Yeah, okay, we need some men up at Carlin. Digging in if possible. Like we need more men down to protect Moscow now. I think I've got some weaker guys on the front. Let's rescue the Western Air Command as well. Yeah, we are battered and bruised. Alright. Guess some of that somehow held last turn though. Throw these guys out a little bit close in front of the line. Do that, I just want them off the train. Use your HQ back here. It's a HQ not being used very much. It's that front HQ. You should be in a depot. Pushing supplies. There you go, this HQ's not got anybody really attached to that I can... You group, so congratulations to the commander of this section. Either that or you'll become my winter reserves. It's a cavalry corps, it's going to be massively overstacked. Alright, down here we can turn you back to the fold. Airborne Court off the front line. New depot here. Bring some of these smashed units back into the depot. They're all southwestern front now. Going to plug this gap with some troops. Okay, we can start. Let's get you out as well. Okay, now we need some more troops down this bit here, so these guys can shufty along a little bit. Trying to use this a bit more efficiently. We lost both these cities here. We're just going to get cut off. At least we pretty much have a line to the coast here. And down here we're pretty well dug in. Put those on reserve. Okay. The gates to the Crimea are pretty well guarded. Just no, I thought I saw a dot here. A dot, but I can't see where it's come from. Oh, it's this guy here. What do I feel fit about here? That is course of a joke. I feel fit everywhere. You can these fit in the depots. Right, Tula is at 0, so Tula and Tambov have got no bonuses. But now it's +6, or else a +6 curse. So. Don't know if that means they're behind schedule. Where's me button? No. They're well ahead. They're still a month ahead of schedule. That is fine. Alright. Reserve 148,000 men. No tanks. I did take like a good few hundred tanks out though. Yep, we are bingo on our reserves at the moment. Just because Now it is filling up here. No guns in the artillery. I mean, there's some guns here, isn't there? Guess a few anti-tank guns on the line. AA battalions here haven't got much. But yeah, we are currently scraping what we can efficiently put together. Often these mortar battalions down here, that's looking good. Sapper battalions. Yeah, alright. I'll pick this up in the German turn. A bit more clicking. Alright, cleaning up. Held. I like helds. Routed. Yeah, routed more normal. Really scouted. Okay. And then they brought the ships into routing. And they're making this little pocket there's bigger. Shattered 13,000 men outside Kharkov. We held that though. And they just surrendered. That's a fortified region. It's fine. It cost them attack though. Ooh, 7k on that route. 6k and then 7k on that one as well. They're pushing us back at Leningrad. Why is the rain stopped? Keep raining. Number above you retreated actually. Routed. Route will take. At least the container's intact. Alright, they made a breakthrough there. Pushing towards Delino. I've already got the line of defences going up. That's the important ring. No, I thought we were done then. That was a nice long pause. No. Anything routed. Routed. Occasional hold. So they got pushed forward in the middle of that. That'd be great. Yeah, these holds would do good. Avel's dropped to +5, so. Routed. Scouted. Don't push for any further towards Moscow, Albion. Oh, no, we still got a few more. Well, Kursk isn't going to be taken by that force. Oh, look, that one's reduced itself down to red. The Kursk front is holding. To bring up some more tanks, aren't you? And they're up Tula now, are they? If that's the only advance they're making this little bulge, I'll be happy. Yeah, we held there. Ooh, destroyed 24 tanks. Yeah. And there's another one there where they treat someone. Lots of marching going on. I'm going to actually have to edit this. I could do more me editing. Alright. You decide you want to hold. Retreat there. En route. Yeah, pushing to the gates in Kiev. Crimea. Bloody brain. Yeah, but they haven't entered the Crimea yet. Really annoying thing where I know what I'm about to say is wrong. I've randomly assigned to get a girl's name at work as Natasha. She's not Natasha. My brain won't let me say anything else. Right, we only got 900 sorties off. We lost 30 planes. Good start. 118 for their 30. Not terrible. 110 for their 55. It's actually pretty good. You know, say 50% losses. Alright, here. Right. We need to do something about this bit here. Shh. Maybe the microphone didn't pick up my stomach growling. Right, we need to move back in to protect some of this. Let's get the western front back. Build a depot here for them to throw stuff through. I think most of your units are up here now. Move you up to here, into this depot. Okay, so down south, they're not pushed much. That's good. Kill a few of these broken units back. Start manning the line here. Mostly though, just accept they're gone. Need to keep this southern part of Kharkov open. That's getting more difficult now. Because we're running out of guys to throw into the line. Just giving these guys a quick recommand. Because it got a bit messy. Gonna keep this mostly as it is. Because, well, main reason is I can't afford to move any troops around. This is now my strongest point. And if these guys do become... Yeah, I push them back. They become like my winter reserve. That's good. Need to keep plugging the gaps here. Trying to prevent them from advancing on Moscow is also a good idea. Group you, put you on reserve. So this didn't advance that far. So I'm actually pretty happy about this bit. It's mostly cavalry divisions again. I think we need these guys up this way. Just need to plug a few holes up here. It's looking a little bit dire. Okay. You guys can push forwards a little bit, and we don't have to retake all this territory. We do, but yeah. Build depot. Do we have a HQ in this region? Not. We do. 48th here. Right, congratulations. Move you up to try and hold that line. These guys are pretty well dug in now. Another HQ down here, so we can bring this into here. Maybe next turn I can support that guy a bit more. Yes, generally, dead turn. We are running low on manpower, but the mud is starting to come in. So we will get some chance to recover. Yeah, losses are spiking. We haven't checked the graphs, have we? Victory points not doing too bad. Yeah, we don't care. They're at high too bright. Yeah, well, what can I say? Aircraft dropping. Yeah, manpower losses have been pretty consistent. Haven't done much to their flak losses, but we got a few. Well, that many is actually increasing now, that's good. Their manpower pool is still going up, armaments pool is going up. Their fuel stores are dropping. They're nowhere near danger level yet now. Yeah. What this? Garrison excess, Soviet partisans. Check my reserves. Doing everything in the tank units. A motorcycle regiment will send you off to the far east because I'm not bothered. Following these tiny rifle divisions. You can go off to the Transcaucasus. I've done it before. I've made lots of rifle brigades to try and fill the line, and then it's a nightmare to have to combine them again afterwards. One to the far east. Yeah, hopefully that will help them. The artillery regiments are getting there. I'm going to leave them. Once you know, we got some howitzers. Yeah, we got quite a few howitzers actually. That's cool. Get these guys on the front lines, get some guns. I've been draining out the reserve aircraft quite heavily, which is probably why it's dropping. And at 55, we'll let them cook another turn. What you'll do. Right, so if we scroll up on this, or just click off and on again. Yeah, I can't get too many of these. They come in, but that's a much smaller pack of reserves than we've had. Freight's not looking too bad. Trucks used, okay. Ask. Alright. I'll start building a little bit of a fortified line up here. Not sure if it's going to be any use or not, but do you know what? Better than nothing. And you have something of reserve as well. Diadal's down, Stellina away, but not much we can do about that. Reserve. Get you all to refit in there. Put the HQ, get you guys to refit in there. You can refit in there. Alright. So let's see what the air drops. Not massive. But hopefully we're entering the mud phase. Alright. Only 83 lost, that's impressive. There we go, that's more like it, 700. He held. Until they did that. He held the tanks. He got routed then, but we're slowing them. The rate of advance is definitely slowed. Held. Routed. Kharkov is a danger zone at the moment. Still feel like I'm doing better in the south than I was last time. They're pushing it there, but we held. Retreated. They're getting close to cutting that bit. Not more what we can do. Alright, they're pushing up the south of Kharkov. This is mostly battered units. They held. Slows them down for a minute. Yeah, okay, just pushing me forwards. To army attacks. Not focusing much on the Gate of Crimea, are they? I think it's the AI nodes, and it will focus on weaker targets. So I may have made that strong enough they're not going to go for it for a bit. They need to bring some armour down, or a lot of these heavy infantry units, which wouldn't be pushing them forwards towards Stellina. We definitely got towards the gates of Rostov last time. So, I'm not expecting to win this, I'm just hoping I do better than I did before. Oh, here we go. No, just moving us up. Yeah, basically I'm just trying to improve on last time. That's why you play on harder difficulty levels, you don't expect to win every time. I'm not a master at this game. There we go, pushing on Kursk again. This guy's retreated into Kursk. Now the big thing for Kursk is getting surrounded. He held. And retreated. Hold. Ooh, Kursk is almost surrounded. Depends if I've got anything to push in there. Now they're grinding towards Moscow again. Took a couple of attacks though. Yeah. Now this is the area I'm reinforcing, so. It's also the north there and the weather's hit hard. That's a long retreat there. Those guys there, Heroes holding. Ooh, 10k. First 10k we've seen this turn though. Ooh. I have to abandon that bit there now. That ain't looking pretty, is it? Kirk's held. A lot of tanks down here now. Now Kirk's is surrounded, but unless they put a unit in there, I can pick it up this turn, maybe hold another one. Tula is looking a bit threatened. And they had to bring in a lot of tanks to do that. Now they just run into the second line. Oh, scouted there. Oh. Oh. That bad. That's bad. Should be able to rescue it. That's what they're flooding into that area, but that's a lot of troops they just encircled. Didn't think they'd be able to do that this turn. They pushed a few more into here. Liking that. Routed those guys. I've got some armoured units there. Alright, just look for attack. Routed. Ooh, okay, they're pushing close to Leningrad. Oh, we held there, took out 12 tanks. Right, okay. This one's taking a long time to process. Right, got some planes in the air. And did quite a bit of interdiction there, that's good. But yeah, we need to fix this. I think we can now. That just needs to move one, that needs to move one. And then we just got to push as many people this way as can, because Moscow suddenly looked a lot more dangerous. That was a big push from the air. I did not see that one. Right, that's next time's problem then. See you then.